down, man down.
I told you. Benny, bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone!
Hey, it's Amber with another favorite celebrity birthday videos. If you haven't guessed who we're going to be talking about by now, we're going to talk about my boy, Gary Oldman. Gary Leonard Oldman was born March 21st, 1958 in New Cross, London, United Kingdom. The first thing I ever saw him in was the movie JFK. I was young because we were just learning about the JFK assassination in school, and it was like, oh my god, someone killed the president? What? So then when I found out there was a movie starring Kevin Costner, who even as a young kid I had a group of actors that I followed their films, and Kevin Costner was one of them, because I mean, hello, Dancing with Wolves, Field of Dreams, other ones I can't think of around that time period. But that's how I watched movies when I was younger. I would just channel surf, and Kevin Costner popped up and he started talking about JFK, so naturally I stopped. But when we got to the part with Lee Harvey Oswald, I'm like, ooh, who's that? He's cute. He kind of looks like Lee Harvey Oswald, which is weird. And I was just, as per usual with me, if they're cute, like, you have my attention. I was drawn in by, and this is his mother's words, his kind eyes, but then his acting kept me there. His whole acting as that character, I was just like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? He's barely in this movie 30 minutes, and I want to see more of him in this movie. So it was ever since then, as a young me, I would try to find everything he was in and watch it. There's gotta be something in that British water that does that. It's like, they're very interesting looking or attractive, but then their acting is just like through the dang roof. Like, I can't explain it. And Gary Oldman is like the prime example of that. If you know anything about Gary Oldman, he's a chameleon. He's in pretty much everything. I don't know why he doesn't have a like 9 degrees of Gary Oldman instead of Kevin Bacon, who I love. I love Kevin Bacon. So don't get that twisted. It's just, he is in so much stuff, it's ridiculous. And a lot of times people don't realize it's him in it because he likes to transform his accent, his face, like everything you could think of. I feel like, kind of like with Ray Fiennes, what's that, Ralph Fiennes, oh my god. But I feel like with Gary Oldman, it's kind of the same thing with Ray Fiennes. Like, a lot of people didn't know who he was until Harry Potter, because he plays, oh my god, I just forgot his fucking name. I have his one. He plays Sirius Black in Harry Potter. If you didn't know that, I'd be like, which cave do you live in? Oh my god. His commitment to acting is what I love the most about him. Like I said before, he's one of those actors you don't know what his actual speaking voice is, because he changes his accent for pretty much everything. And whenever given the chance for a character that requires like heavy makeup and stuff, he will freaking do it. I think the other thing that has kept me devoted as a Gary Oldman fan, besides his amazing acting, because at this point I have been a fan of Gary Oldman longer than I've been a fan of Leo. Not by much, maybe like 2 or 3 years, but that should tell you something. But just the fact that he just always seemed like such a sweet soul, especially now that he's in like his older years. I call it the grandpa stage. He seems really fun and sweet, and I think I've always picked up on that and just was drawn to that, besides how amazing of an actor he is and how underrated he was for so freaking long. Like, it took him until Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy to get his first Oscar nomination. That's bullshit if you ask me. And then it wasn't until The Darkest Hour that he won his first Oscar. Seriously, like, if you go through his filmography, which I'll skim through later in this video, you'll understand why that frustration is real, because this man's amazing. Here are my top 5 favorite Gary Oldman movies. In no particular order: JFK, because duh, I love that movie. I watch it, even though it's 3 hours, I will watch it every time, whatever part it's at. If I have time, I'm gonna sit down and watch it. Nobody's Baby, which I'm sure nobody has seen, but he is absolutely hilarious in it. And then like the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, this guy looks familiar because he's got stuff on his face, but his eyes just look really familiar. And then of course at the end of the movie, it's like Gary Oldman. I'm like, oh my god, of course it is, of course. So that's been a favorite of mine forever. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Also might be another one no one's heard of. Murder in the First, which stars Kevin Bacon and Christian Slater, based off of a true story. Love that movie. Great performances by everyone. I do not know why Kevin Bacon did not get nominated for an Oscar, because holy crap about that movie. And then the last one that I'm thinking of, because again I haven't looked at my DVDs or his IMDb, is The Professional, or also it's called Leon. That movie's amazing. If you haven't seen it, again you should see it. So now let's go over the DVDs that I own. Can I first point out that I didn't realize, or not realize, but I didn't think I was gonna have this many, but it also makes sense. Because again, like I said earlier, he's in a lot of shit. Oh hey, Editing Amber here. You see how many freaking DVDs I have? Remember how I said I was thinking about separating parts of the birthday videos into separate videos? Well, how about we give Gary Oldman that shot? So let's just pause for this portion of the video and to let you know a video of just what DVDs I own of Gary Oldman will be posted later. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video so you don't miss out when that video is posted, because believe me, you're gonna want to check out how many Gary Oldman movies I have and which ones I have. So now let's get back to the rest of the birthday video. Since we went over the DVDs that I own of his,
sure, Jan.
let's play our favorite game of what for do you think he's known for? And this is probably gonna be the hardest one because again, he's been in a shit ton of movies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this little game we play in the birthday videos where, like, these instructions say on any actor's IMDb profile, they'll have a For You Know section where they pick 4 movies that they think that person is known for, or television shows, and based on the IMDb ratings, that's what for that they're known for is. You can see that on an app where it's on the side, or on the web where it's underneath the main information of the profile. So for Gary Oldman, my choices are gonna be, watch them be all Harry Potters or all Dark Knights, which would really make me mad, but again, it's based off of ratings. So The Fifth Element, The Professional, The Dark Knight, and Dracula. Those are the ones I'm gonna say are what he's known for, but I'm probably absolutely gonna be wrong. So now enjoy the highlights of me reacting, of going through his IMDb to see what DVDs I need to own that I don't, because I'm sure I'm gonna have some outbursts. 107, whew, it's got 107 titles with 4 upcoming, which I love that. And just scrolling to the bottom, I've already seen like 4 of them that had check marks next to them, which means I need to watch them. Oh, I need to buy Criminal Law. That's him and Kevin Bacon, I believe. Kevin Bacon's crazy. He was on Knots Landing? Interesting. JFK looks like he just launched his ass into stardom because he was Dracula the very next year. I need True Romance. That's a cult classic that I don't have and I've never seen. He's in a Guns N' Roses music video as the devil. It's amazing. The Scarlet Letter. I didn't really like that movie, but I definitely need to buy that movie. I just realized, like, he does really dramatic roles, obviously, but he also does a lot of romances, which I love that about him. Lost in Space. I need to get Lost in Space because, funny enough, Lost in Space is the movie that sank the Titanic at the box office. I always thought that was kind of cute because my number 2, probably, favorite actor sank my number 1 actor. And then of course the very next weekend the Titanic regained the number 1 spot. It was really funny. Tiptoes. Wait, I have Tiptoes. Did someone borrow Tiptoes? I just remembered someone borrowed Tiptoes. And that someone does not work where I work anymore, so that makes me sad. Wait, he's in Lawless? What the fuck? Who the fuck is he in Lawless? I don't think I have that movie, but holy shit. Oh my god, The Space Between Us? That movie really pissed me off. It was not good. Gary was cute in it, but he wasn't in it enough. Oh, I didn't know he's in Hitman's Bodyguard. That'll just be another reason for me to watch it, because I haven't watched it yet. Mank! Oh my god, Mank. I need to rewatch that because that movie was super slow and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. The Woman in the Window, that movie was bad. Like, it was one of those you're watching it and you're like, why did they make this movie? But I mean, he of course was good in it. He was an asshole in it, I think, if I remember it. I can't even remember it because it was like, once I watched it, I was trying to erase it from my memory. There's not that many movies that I need to buy, but there were maybe a handful, and there's definitely a double handful of ones that I haven't seen, so at some point I know I'll get around to it. And after going through his IMDb, I definitely don't see me rearranging my top 5, but now I'm kind of just like upset that I have movies missing and I kind of know where they are. What are your favorite Gary Oldman movies? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today to celebrate this dude's birthday. He's one of my favorites, and I hope he's one of your favorites because he's amazing. And to you, Mr. Gary Oldman, I wish you nothing but happiness and joy and laughter like you've been giving us over the years. And just please keep doing you, and I can't wait to see all the different projects you have coming out soon. And for all the rest of you, you know what to do. If you had fun today, let me know down below. And until next time, tell your mother I said hello. Bye, y'all.
Gary Oldman. I would like to thank my mother, who is older than the Oscar. She is 99 years young, next birthday. And she's watching the ceremony from the comfort of her sofa. I say to my mother, thank you for your love and support. Put the kettle on. I'm bringing Oscar home.